Alright, welcome to another episode of Recoil Small Engine. My name's Gavis. Today's another big day. Jag's coming back. It's getting ready for winter. It's getting buttoned up for winter. So I'm going to go grab the camera stand, get you in the stand. We're going to start getting this thing ready for winter. Putting the gas tank in, or the gas tank's in, but we got to clean it out. New fuel filter, different things. So I'll catch you then. Well, so the first part for me that I was procrastinating on last year, that I was hoping I didn't ever have to do it, but this year's time, I gotta clean this tank out. It's dirty, full of crap, so I just put a Scotia gas in there. I plugged off my fuel hose down here. I got rocks from my driveway and I'm just gonna roll back and forth. It's not too bad. Actually, what I'll do is I'll insert a clip off of my cell phone, or try to at least, of the inside of the tank before I do too much videoing here. See, this is the inside of the tank, so it's not that bad, but it's still, you know, needs to be cleaned out. See, this is the inside of the tank, so it's not that bad, but it's still, you know, needs to be cleaned out. So that, I'm hoping that clip can be entered in. It wasn't that bad, actually. Let that soak. Now, one thing I did do is I went out and bought a new fuel filter. Here's the part number, 6-33011. That's your part number. To find that, that's a 1/4 inch inline filter is what that guy is. So this filter is a directional filter. There is an arrow, or there always should be an arrow on these, and you can, it's hard to see, but there's an arrow right there. And so that this comes from the tank, this would be to your carb. Quick, kind of, I guess you could call it a message. This Arctic Jag is a 7576. By what I mean by that is, sorry for the wind noise, it was manufactured in 06 of 75, so it makes it a 76 model. I don't know how rare this hood is. Let me know if this was a repainted hood or if this was an original hood. I don't see any signs of repaint when you flake the paint off. In some spots, like here, where the paint's been flaking, that's just down, looks like to me like fiberglass. So I don't see any signs of respray, like runs or anything in it. So if it was resprayed, they did an immaculate job on it, but I think it's original. Mainly because the tank matches, and as well I don't see respray on the bottom of the tank or anything. But I'm going to get that tank back installed. I got a couple new pieces of fuel line. The cap, I've flex sealed the hole in the center of it shut, because I'm buying a new fuel. But for this winter, I'm going to do a factory restoration. My mom is going to help me do a good job on the seat, which has been ripped, which is literally just inside the bus. I don't want to show too much because there's other projects in here. But yeah, you can see, so we're going to do, actually I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to leave it a surprise. It'll be not the end of this video, but it'll be in the first ride video. Or in a short video somewhere between. I try not to do many of them anymore. I had a long piece of 1/4 inch fuel line. This is one of the pieces, the new pieces. The other piece somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to get this skidoo. Oh, here it is. This here, I think I'm just going to cut in half and run up to the fuel filter inside here. So the way this works is this has a carb, and there's a fuel line that's already here that hooks down here to the carb. We'll get that hooked up just because. There you go, that's hooked up now. down to the fuel pump, and this one goes in behind the fuel pump. I'll get you in there, don't you worry, when we hook this tank up. But I want an inline filter on here, so I'll get that installed. I'm going to shake out this tank, clean out this tank, and then I'll show you one more clip on my cell phone of the cleaned out tank. We'll get the tank in line, the filter hooked up, fuel to the carb, yank it, and see if she'll start. And I might do a pressure wash. See you then. Okay, so what I did was put this fuel filter in line. I'm going to stick it back here on this inline, or on the tank inlet. Sorry for the wind noise. I'm going to try and get it on this tank inlet. It's a hard camera angle to see, so I'm going to fight with it. I'm going to get it on here. Oh, it's going, I think. And then I'll come back with you and we'll get it, gas in it, and see if she's going to fire. Oh, before that, this bowl is loose on this carb. Okay, so if you remember from the video that I did that's titled Getting the Jag Ready for Summer, or something along those lines, I took and loosened, so I did get the fuel line on there. I didn't bother showing you the half an hour of me finagling my arm in there to get it in. I still have to feed the cows after this, but I'm just getting these screws cinched back down on this gasket, and I leave it open so that it doesn't get water in it. This isn't really the right screwdriver for this job. Doesn't fit all that well, but they don't need to be tightened 40 million pounds either. They just need to be snug. And we'll see if we're leaking. Get this on, get some fuel put in it. Okay. And then it's going to take a minute or two to get it to pump up to the carb. Okay, now we're looking at the tank here. We're going to get this thing filled up. Put a bunch of gas in it. The filter is probably going to come out a little dirty at first because we see if we got fuel coming out of this filter yet or not. If we got any leaks that we can address. Come on, filter. As long as it's not clogged, I mean, clogged. That should be flowing by now. It's half a tank, it's not. Okay, I think there's a blockage in there. Sometimes if you move them, it'll break it free. Okay, so I'll show you blockage. I got a blockage somehow. It's not hard, but the blockage that is in here is coming out of here. It's blocked at the tank. So you unhook it from where it's at and then blow into it to get the blockage out. Okay, come on. Now I'm going to go blow back through the filter, back into the tank. If I can get my fat face in here. Actually, I can just pull this out. It might be heavy, but just pull this tank back. What the heck?
There we go. A little bit was
Still
spraying
didn't
out
do
there.
it.
A little bit was spraying out there.
Yeah, well, not enough. Yeah, see if I bring it forward, so it's just not got enough fuel in it yet. Right? Let's get that guy hooked back up again.
You may want.
Okay. Sometimes these fuel lines with this oily fuel will get lubricated, which is the case with this one, and then they go in easier. So I just gotta add more fuel to the mixture of this. Okay, let's get more fuel in it and see if we get flowage. It shouldn't need more, but I'll also blow on it. Dump the rest of this can in. If I have to, I'm gonna hook back up the factory pickup valve. We got flow. I will blow on it after this, and it should prime the system. And we might have to empty back out this tank. I'm gonna save a little bit for dumping down the plug hole if I need to. Okay, watch that and let me know if that's priming up. Nothing?
Looks like maybe a little bit went in there. I think so, a little bit.
Another thing you can do to get the fuel flowing is pick up the back end of the skidoo.
Yeah, there's fuel in there. Yep.
Perfect. Enough to get it to start anyway. Are we? Good fuel. Perfect. Okay, get this cap put on. Choke on, key on. This is exciting. I don't remember if the plugs are loose or tight. They're not finger loose, so they're tight. Recheck everything. Let's see, first start. It's gonna, for the 2022 SKU, 2022, 2023. It's gonna take a bit to get it filled the carb bowl, so we should probably prime the system real quick. With fuel. Because, does this still got fuel in it? It does. Let's see, is this the right size? It's not. Got the right size out here?
I don't think so, but I know where there is the right size.
Okay, shut the camera off and we'll get the right size. Alright, let's get these plugs out of here and prime the system. Somebody will scream at me for using an impact for putting in and taking out plugs, but I don't care. Scream at me all you want. A little bit in each cylinder, and then I am going to do afterwards at the end. So let's do a quick talk while we get these plugs in. So this is a Spirit engine made by Suzuki. This is a 339cc or 340 model, and these Spirit motors, this is a 2-cylinder motor, means it's got no lower end in it, so it's a very simple motor in that fashion. So you have to mix the oil and the gas together so that the motor gets lubrication, because there's no place to put the oil. Which there's benefits to 2-stroke and 4-stroke motors. 2-stroke motors have a little bit more torque, but aren't as good fuel wise, like for fuel economy and such. They're not as good. And that's just kind of a basic summary of a 2-stroke.
Probably flooded.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's choke off. has always ran so good. Thank you for watching this far. I think I am. I'm going to upload this video, and then I'm going to do a separate video of talking all about this Skidoo. I did one while back, but I'm a little more educated on this motor and the Skidoo. That being said, thank you for watching and joining me today getting the Skidoo back ready for winter, because as you see way out there past the grain truck, the leaves are turning colors, fall's in the air. It's cooling down, snow's coming. We got a bunch of videos coming this year on different Skidoo Willet runs that hasn't been uploaded yet. This is the first Skidoo video uploaded on the channel. So thank you then, and I'll see you next time.